I'm Vince Gilligan. I'm the creator of Breaking Bad, and I wrote and directed the pilot.
You did.
You're watching, and I'm here with the world's largest assembled crew of
that
folks.
shot right there,
Look
Vince.
at the pants.
Start with that. That's fantastic.
Right, that is a great
Vince,
shot.
you're amazing.
It's a great shot.
How did they do that?
This is all digital.
Oh, okay.
No, we threw it over and over again until we got it right. I'm here with a big cast of folks. I'm going to introduce them to you now. I'm here first and foremost with Mr. Bryan Cranston.
Hello, Bryan Cranston here. Nobody knew that I'm really English, do they?
Who won the Emmy for Best Actor in a Primetime Drama 1 month ago today.
Yeah!
Thank
He plays Walter White, and he is accompanied here by the lovely Anna Gunn.
Hello, I am Anna Gunn, and I play Skylar White.
Anna Gunn.
Why, we're all doing voices?
Anna Gunn.
And then we're also
That's
here
my commentary voice.
that's very sexy. Very good. And then Mr. Aaron Paul.
Hi, I'm Aaron Paul, and I play Jesse Pinkman.
It's a good voice. You know you do.
And then we are joined by the equally lovely Dean Norris.
Hi, I'm Dean Norris. I play Hank Schrader, and I wrote and directed all of the other 7 episodes. That was funny the first time. So.
Keep telling yourself that.
Blame that on the freaking tech.
Me never
And now, as this party couldn't get any bigger, we have 800 miles away from us as we speak, through the wonders of technology that's working kind of 50-50 so far. We are joined by the lovely Betsy Brandt in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Hi, I'm Betsy Brandt. I play Marie. I'm playing Marie today.
I forgot.
Today I will be playing the role of Marie.
saying the role. And then R.J. Mitte.
Yes.
Last but not least as far as the actors.
But I was last,
How do you-
so. Hi, I'm RJ Mitte, and I play Walter White Jr.
Certainly
Yes.
not least. And the youngest member of our cast by far.
Good time.
But
to
by
introduce
far.
Lynne on this piece.
Hey.
And now also we have here Lynne Willingham, who along with Bryan won an Emmy a month ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lynn.
Thank you.
She edited this episode and won the Emmy for it. Did a hell of a job.
Fine example in this first scene right here.
Thank you
Yes.
so much. Hi, I'm Lynne, and I am the editor. And I just would like to also say that Vince was nominated for directing this incredibly fabulous episode, and I don't think he said that.
He did.
Yeah, you were. Yeah.
And was robbed.
I
May I
was
just say
waiting for someone
robbed?
else to-
that
Thank
didn't
you.
win that.
And our
We're
fourth
Rob, man.
fourth nominee was John Toll, who was our cinematographer for the pilot.
Yes, who I got to tell you, John Toll is the only living cinematographer to win 2 Oscars back to back. He won for 1994 for Legends of the Fall, and then in 95 he won for Braveheart. And only one other cinematographer in the history of the movie business has ever done that. Fellow who's long deceased.
Wasn't he nominated
And,
for it
John
first?
Toll.
is it?
For God's sake.
Okay, that's what Google's for.
Doesn't matter. He's dead.
But John Toll is.
Look at that ass.
It's like,
Check it out.
It's
It's
like
so
having,
good.
It's like having a backyard, pickup basketball game and expecting Michael Jordan to come play with you. But
Look at how pretty that is.
I know,
That is
beautiful.
great.
Colors.
Beautiful.
Well, what happened? Oh, okay.
But John Toll said yes, and thank you, John, if you're listening, for saying yes and shooting our pilot and making it look so good.
Yeah.
Who wrote the music to this?
Dave Porter, thank
Yeah,
you for
Dave.
Dave
Beautiful.
Porter is our composer, a wonderfully talented guy who studied under Philip
Vince
Glass.
Gilligan.
Yeah, there's me.
Oh, I didn't
There
know
you
that.
are.
Philip Glass trained him, and he and a fellow named Thomas Goljevic, who is our music supervisor. Dave composes the original music, and Thomas Goljevic comes up with these songs that we use, for instance, in meth cooking montages and whatnot. He
And
finds
car
them,
wash.
and he's got
And everything. It's great.
yes, exactly, and he does a wonderful job.
Is this the unedited version? Is this the original version?
This should be the unedited with all
the
the
hand job's going to be in there?
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
I beg your pardon.
What's a pilot without a hand job?
Might be a good time to put all the kiddies to bed. Anybody watching? Yeah.
There's the one that counts. By the way, you'll notice the big N in Dean's name. All these credits have, I'm probably stating the obvious here,
True.
are all
Chemical.
chemical elements. And so far, we haven't come upon a name yet that doesn't have a chemical element in
Really?
it somewhere. Yeah, so far so
interesting.
good. Betsy BE is what? Beryllium? I don't know.
Barium?
Are we going to get to that element
Barium is a
of,
BA in Breaking Bad.
of
Actually.
the story about his almost winning the Nobel Prize? Are we going to come back to that more?
You know, it's a
Kind of lost that a bit, no?
Well, you know, we got a little bit in episode 6 coming up in season 2. We're going to learn a little more about that, but that's a ways off for the folks listening to this, or maybe it's not.
What the hell is that? Look at the limp.
Look at that limp veggie bacon.
Oh, God.
You did a good job of that, Brian,
Damn
because you made
bacon.
it go limp right at the right moment. You're good at that.
He's good at that. What?
Believe me, it's no effort at all.
Make it go limp.
There's the lovely Anna Gunn, of course, and the lovely R.J.
Wake
Mitte.
up early, and then you get to be the first person in the shower.
I have an idea. How about buy a new hot water heater? How's that idea? For the billionth time.
Did you take your echinacea?
Yeah. I think it's getting better.
What the hell is this?
Hey,
Veggie bacon. We're watching our cholesterol, I guess.
Not me. I want real bacon. Not this fake crap.
too bad. Eat it.
This smells like Band-Aids.
Eat it.
So, how's it feel to be on?
How does it feel to be a smartass?
Good.
This guy, this good man who is a straight arrow and loves his family and cares very much about them, deciding to become a criminal was very intriguing to me. And I never thought it would actually be made as a television show, but sure enough, AMC, thank goodness for them, and Sony allowed us to make this show, and here you are listening to it.
Yeah, I'm fine.
All right, see you at home.
Okay, see you.
Chemistry. It is the study of what?
Anyone? Ben.
We are here in a real high school. This is Rio Rancho High School in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Our show is shot in Albuquerque, and story-wise takes place there.
Well, technically.
Talk about the guy who was helping you out today, Brian? The fellow who used to be in the Air Force, and he's the chemistry teacher here at Rio Rancho?
Yeah, he was the chemistry, the head of the chemistry science department there at Rio Rancho, and you get a little quick demonstration of how these things work, and I thought this is a great idea, and it's very visual to spray some chemicals in there and show how it changes everything. So that's what we eventually went with. We could have done a bunch of different things, but nothing quite as visual as this.
Yeah, this wasn't in the script at all, I think. This gentleman, I'm like an idiot, I'm drawing a blank on his name right now, but this is his classroom we're in, I believe, in real life.
Yeah.
And it was his idea to spray the different chemicals.
Was he nearly excited about chemistry as Walt?
He was. Yeah, he was sort of, no offense to, I'm not saying this about Bryan, I'm saying about the character. He was much cooler than the character of Walt. And as far as I know, he doesn't cook crystal meth.
That is a lot of people.
Not too tough to be cooler than Walter White.
Yeah, that's true.
My heart goes out to the teachers, boy. They go through so much. And, poor Walt White is faced with years of apathetic students, and you could really lose your interest in your subject quickly. So you have to have a real sense of stick-to-itiveness.
There's always a Chad in the class.
There's always one Chad,
Always
that little
one
creep who was... Actually, the actor is
They
very
have to
sweet.
put up with all the teenagers like me.
Yes.
That's right.
That's right.
Yes. Were you Chad, RJ? And
No, I
you
wasn't.
Chad, and you're a
You
good
weren't a
kid?
Chad.
Yes, I'm
You know,
good.
when they
I
interviewed
just
me,
want to get all the score done to be. So I shut up and do it.
RJ said he wouldn't have dragged his chair across to see the girl in the back because you just turn around. She's only one seat back. You didn't need to make such a big deal.
I'm like that, so I can make her come to me.
wow.
Yeah, you
When
can.
they interviewed me from Australia, and they were shocked. They said, "Do teachers do they really have to work a second job in America?
Oof.
Oh.
And they were just shocked at and I said, well, they're, often public school teachers not paid well at all. And they said, but really, you would have to have a second job to support yourself? And I said, oftentimes, I think that's the case. So
it's true.
In their system, in that country, that seemed to be an unheard of thing.
That's what ought to be here.
Yeah.
My mom was a former.
Oh, this scene is painful.
It
this
is painful.
rough
It is so rough.
My mom was a teacher, and she had second jobs, and my girlfriend was a teacher, and same thing with her. Yeah.
I like this little bit. It's such a little moment, but it sort of capsulizes his life, where he tries to put the sign away, and even the glove box doesn't close. It's just like, oh God.
And this glove box, I was riding in the back seat, and the cameraman was in the back seat, and John Toll was in. I was in the trunk actually, and you figured out how to make the thing not stay closed with a piece of gaffer's tape or something.
Yeah, just put something in its way.
Yeah. Here's of course lovely Anna and lovely.
And wine in a box.
Betsy.
Wine in a box.
Wine in a box. Oh, I knew we needed to have wine in a box. And look at how the ribbon is strategically placed so you don't see the name of the wine. That's on purpose.
Clever.
Clever. Oh, genius.
Meeting Carmen for the first time.
Yeah, this is Carmen.
Oh, yeah.
There's the man.
Glock 22.
Yeah, Glock 22.
I just want to say that this little bit coming up where I do the bullet, every time I got that right. Is that right, Vince?
That is correct. Every time you caught it, there he comes.
Boom.
Caught it in your hand. We didn't cut away because he didn't catch it in the wide. It just seemed like a good cutting point. We didn't use CG to make it look like he caught it.
That's right.
It was the only thing he did right.
Yeah. Yeah.
There he is. Limp again.
Yeah.
And I know, Brian, you're going to take credit for me grabbing this beer.
Look at
coming
Saddam
up.
Hussein in the
I
background.
was just going to say, what is Saddam Hussein doing at the party?
That's before he was exiled. I have a very eclectic group of friends. Saddam Hussein.
You did nuclear research. You were running their nuke program in the 80s. I think.
And Brian gave me this
Fidel
tip
Castro. You got to look carefully.
to take the beer out of his hand, which was a great little bit of directing on his part, I must say.
Oh, was that Brian's idea?
That's Brian's idea.
I was drunk.
I actually-
I don't know where I was.
I actually was just thinking it. He verbalized it, so it kind of stole my thought. But
Here's Geraldo Rivera.
thought stealer. It's the kind of guy you get to be, win the Emmy. You got to be kind of.
That's the hand holding the mic is the hand of Melissa Bernstein, who's one of our producers.
Very talented hand.
And where her other hand is, I don't let you know. But it was holding something else.
There you go.
Wow.
Her parents might watch this, Dean.
They were watching at the time.
That's why I'm making that face.
His wife might be watching this.
That's some fun stuff there, Dino. We do a little finger.
Which if we're doing it now, I don't think they'd let us do it.
We wouldn't be able to do that?
No, they let us get away with it then. It's weirdly this season coming up. Well, I shouldn't.
No, you should say something. I think
this season coming up. It's like this season coming up. We can't say as many bad words as last season. I think
why
it's because
not?
people are actually watching AMC now. And,
That's ridiculous.
which as they should be, which is because I think it's personally the greatest channel on TV. That and TCM. But AMC, thank God they write a check to me every week. Do you guys get paid?
No,
I'm
shocked.
I haven't got paid at all.
What is this?
Here's your moment.
Birthday boy.
This scene is not. We showed this the first couple times on the air, and then we had to cut it. Believe it or not, because it was a little too racy.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Wow,
racy. If you watch. Before 10 p.m., they can't show
It
this.
takes her a while to find it, as you know.
And he seems really surprised that she did.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow.
I
still
feel
there.
bad. We were shooting this scene in a warehouse in Albuquerque in an industrial park.
And there were so many
Workers
workmen
all over,
watching.
bringing
Yes.
boxes in.
It was just really uncomfortable.
And I wound up kicking everybody out at this point, and it wasn't because everybody was watching. I don't care about the actors' feelings or anything like that. But this building was creaking. There was all these sounds, and I thought it was the crew walking around after they were told to be quiet, while we were shooting, because this is a 2 minute plus scene, and I kept hearing creaking noises. I thought it was squeaky footsteps, and I said, God damn it. I kicked everybody out. And then everyone was gone except for the actors and the camera crew and me. And everyone else is standing out in the hot sun, 100 people. And then all of a sudden I'm still hearing this creaking, and then we realized it was like birds up in the rafters or something, and then I felt real bad.
I thought you were going to say
Then
it
he
was
kicked all
Bryan's
the birds.
It was the creaking.
Eventually, Vince got the pellet gun.
Yeah, I got the pellet gun.
Wow.
Brian's penis.
I forgot about that. What's going on there?
What were you actually doing?
What were you doing?
I say, what's going on down there? Exactly what you just said.
What were you stroking?
Yeah, how do you tell
We
some
don't
behind the scenes
need to
story?
discuss that. That's
you.
between
This is
me and
behind the
Bryan.
scenes.
Let me just say that she's a method actor.
You're just going for it.
She doesn't fake anything.
That's right, baby.
Actually, this was tough when we did. I remember the
It's going to be
audition.
hard when I have to shoot you.
Yeah. Hey, you know, in for a penny, in for a pound. You know.
This is one single
Method in
shot.
one scene.
Yeah.
method
Yeah,
in
it's
the
one
other.
single
shot.
shot. It's
This is
amazing.
yeah, they were worried that we got coverage on this. Coverage meaning
Yeah.
we got different camera angles on this scene for safety. In this case, we got a raking angle, 3/4 view on Anna's face from the right side, and then a matching from the left side on Walt on Bryan. But I'm very thankful that we never had to use it because and the only reason is because these actors are so good. It's not because it's a particularly interesting camera angle or anything.
Or
like
the
that.
editor was taking a break.
Yeah, Lynne
I love
had a
those
sandwich
scenes,
during
though.
the scene.
They're the best.
Sandwich. There was a lot of talk
Hot
about
chick
how to
alert.
move my
Hot
hand
chick
up
alert.
and
Hot
down.
chick alert.
Hot chick alert.
This girl, by the way, is
A great stripper.
what? No.
Like 14.
did
She
that.
said she couldn't even drive.
We hired her, and then we realized I think she was 17, but she didn't have a driver's license.
Oh.
And so the driving
Tell
here,
it to the judge, Vince.
Yeah.
when she leaves
Girl's
here,
17.
Al Goto, our
Yeah.
wonderful stunt coordinator, is actually driving.
Yeah, he's driving.
We cut it out, but we had her drive away, and we cut it out of the scene. But
He's
it was-
actually doing it's a standard shift car, and he
Yes.
was shifting. He was actually driving it,
Yeah.
and she was just sitting in it.
highly
Yeah.
illegal. Yes. This here was out in the desert in a stationary paramedic ambulance. And Anna, you know this young man here.
I do indeed. I grew up in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I went to high school with Chris Dempsey, who plays our EMT man.
And he returned. He came back for the second season.
Yes,
he
he
did.
did.
It's not why you
guy.
got the job. Well, you
Oh,
didn't
yes,
even
it
know.
is.
Okay, maybe it was.
Come on.
But we did this in poor man's process. The ambulance is not actually moving. There are stagehands outside actually just shaking the bumpers to make it appear as if it's moving.
Exactly.
Tricks of the trade.
And this was shot out in Tahajali in the Red Rock Desert you see at the beginning and end of the pilot. This was
Tricks of the trade.
This was an hour we had where we weren't shooting red rocks, or it was the sun had gone down. Those were lights pumping in through the back, artificial lights. And this MRI machine, which our
That was a nice
wonderful,
shot.
it is
That's a good
I like
shot.
that shot. Our
That's a
production
great
designer
shot.
Rob Wilson King, he should be doing one of these next season. He is a character and a half, but he built this for us. It's all it is a piece of fiberglass wood.
I love
with
how
a
it
slidey
lines up
thing
with
on it.
that next shot.
Yeah. That's
Let me just
beautiful.
say, this is my favorite acting out of the whole first season. Right here,
yeah?
coming up.
Right here.
I was here. I watched this off screen. I loved it. On Brian's part.
Are you talking about the guy's mouth?
Talking about on Brian's part. Right here.
On the stain.
This is a wonderful moment where Walt finds out he's dying of cancer, and Bryan just, as usual, kicked the crap out of it. I mean, that's a technical term for acting. That's a good thing.
That's a good.
And a fine bit of writing that to have it focus on such an important moment.
Yeah.
I have to
Focus
say,
on that.
I was proud of this when I wrote it because I
Brilliant.
was like, how do you do a scene where someone finds out they're dying of cancer
Exactly.
and don't do it in a way that I've seen it before? And
Yeah.
I like
Exactly.
the mustard bit,
Beautiful.
but he played the hell out of it
Yeah.
here. And this actor who played his oncologist did a very nice job too. He's a local Albuquerque actor.
Yeah.
And this office is actually a house in a neighborhood on a cul-de-sac. It's the same cul-de-sac. It's next door to the house that Crazy 8, you'll see later in the pilot, lives in. The scene with the dog where he's training the dog, the killer dog.
Right.
That was all in one day of shooting. Now we're in the White residence. This here, by the way, every time you see the interior of the White House, this is a stage set. Here it was shot in that creepy warehouse I was telling you about. This season 1, after the pilot, we got an honest-to-God soundstage to build this on. But this is all, you walk out the door there and there's just nothing but plywood behind this place here. And I like how the blue bottle matches Anna, your blue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Oh, I never noticed that before.
And it matches my mood.
Yeah, it's blue. Ooh. All
Okay,
on
let's start
purpose.
singing now, everybody.
Hey,
I thought
y'all
you
already
played
got in
this one
trouble.
nice, Anna.
I like that line, that one credit card. That's the one we don't use.
That's the one we
Yeah.
got.
It's just,
God, don't
Yeah.
you know that?
What I like here too, I remember you guys came to me and I was ready to move on after the first take, and you and Anna and Bryan both came to me and they said the first take you got, Bryan was acting more overtly unhappy, and both Anna and Bryan said to me, Skylar would notice that, and they were absolutely right. We got it again, and that the redo was the one you saw there. And, director. Everyone, the auteur theory is really took hold in the 50s, and the French New Wave and all that about that the director is responsible for everything, and it's complete bullshit. Anyone who says it is just taking credit for stuff they shouldn't be taking. The director's an important job, as is the acting, as is production design, as is the editing, as is the writing. You don't have anything without everybody.
Who's responsible for those eyebrows?
Look at those eyebrows.
I know, the eyebrows.
Here is like ready for me to shut up so they can talk about the eyebrows.
Yeah. But look at those eyebrows.
I love this scene.
I love that
this
line.
Great
scene.
moment too here.
Isn't this great?
This is a wonderful gentleman named Marius, who is from...
Yes, whoa!
Right, there you go.
Yeah,
and you changed the line, remember, to adapt
Yes.
to him. What was the original
The
line?
original line was "fuck you" and "fuck
your
this job"
eyebrows.
or something.
I thought
Fuck
it was
your
like
eyebrows.
change your
Fuck your eyebrows. We did not glue those on. Those are real.
Another
his
brilliant
I
John
love
Toll
this
scene
scene.
right here, though, right? Look at this.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
this-
Love this
not a
scene.
single light here. This was right as the sun was about to set.
Beautiful.
Beautifully
Just-
shot. We were running for our lives. because
Bryan,
the sun
great
was-
again here, man.
Yeah.
That sets the mood.
Did it in one take. I barely said anything to him. He just sat down and just did it. And then
Was the matches in the script, or did you do that, Bryan?
I think the matches were in the script.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was something
But
else.
they weren't lit this way. The way I lit those matches was you can't write that.
Brilliant.
You can't write that.
I know you can't.
It's genius.
One thing I should say about Marius, the eyebrow man, back in the last scene, he had never acted before. He is a rocket scientist. He is a
Los Alamos.
Los Alamos scientist, not rocket, but a physical materials physicist.
Acting's not rocket science.
But he's a material sciences physicist, something like that, at Los Alamos National Laboratory, where they invented the atomic bomb 50, 60 years ago. So.
He wasn't there then, though.
No, he was not there.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Very first shot of the day of the entire
first
thing.
day.
Right
First,
there.
yeah, right
First
there.
day.
First shot of the first.
Of the pilot of everything.
Yeah, of everything.
Right there.
First scene here we shot.
Yeah, so you go with your varsity on the first day. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, you do.
And Michael Casada.
Yeah, Stephen
Michael Casada, who's
Here
a
plays Gomez.
local actor from Albuquerque.
A real talent. He's also a stand-up comedian and does a wonderful. These two like an old married couple. These two guys.
Yeah.
And he's become a good buddy of mine, by the way.
You guys play golf together.
We
right?
do, yes. I kick his butt on a regular basis.
I'm sure that's
I
what
love-
you're just saying.
Love the different colored vest here, right? That was a great, great piece.
The vest Walt is wearing, I love how it doesn't fit him
I
right.
know.
And that he's got his seatbelt on.
He said, yeah.
Well, he doesn't yet, but I
No.
love
He
how
will
he
put it
takes the
on.
time to put it
Yeah,
on here.
yeah.
Right, he puts it right when he comes out.
He looks like
Which
a
is a
kid
great
with his
touch.
life jacket up to his ears, just like
Yeah.
way over
Exactly.
his
That's
head.
exactly right.
Yes.
We were talking back and forth originally, and Vince gave us the direction to never, ever take our eyes off the house, and that's why we played it that way.
Yeah. The school bus. We did not have enough money to put people in the school bus, to put kids in the school bus. So it's an
Melissa
empty
was on
school
it,
bus.
wasn't she?
Melissa, our producer,
hand.
Melissa was the hand and
Her
the
hand.
other. Yeah, she
And
was
her
on
hand
it.
also on my...
Yeah. And
And these are real DEA guys.
most of them. There's
Most
a
of
couple stuntmen, and the only reason there's a couple stuntmen on this shot is because it was an insurance thing for the drive up. But these mostly are DEA agents here in real life. They're Albuquerque DEA, including the woman there who was driving just then. She's a real DEA agent. This is really what they do. There was a wonderful guy. Was it Bryan? Was it and Dean? Was it Leroy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Leroy.
Yeah.
Leroy is a DEA agent. He's also in their hostage. I'm getting all the terminology wrong. Forgive me, but he is a SWAT guy. If I'm using
HRT, hostage rescue.
hostage and rescue, and he is a real deal. And
He's
he
so
was
grody.
here, wonderful gentleman, and made sure everything here was accurate, including the break-in coming up here.
See, I love this part
Do you
right
want to
here.
talk about Who's responsible for creating this whole look here?
Rob Wilson King, our production designer, did a lot of research.
Amazing.
I'm sure he did do a lot of research.
Dennis Peterson, our wonderful special effects guy, blew the door here with one tiny squib. That is a real thing, by the way. It's a breaching
I love
shotgun,
that. And
and
the
it was
music
Leroy's
comes out.
personal breaching shotgun.
Really?
Yeah.
They use
What
they
were you
use
saying,
beanbags.
I just said I love how when the door blows open and then the music comes. It's very
Yeah, that
exhilarating.
was
I'd like to
Lynne
play
Willingham.
a DEA agent.
I would just like to blow down
Next
a
season,
door.
it's going to turn out
Next
Skylar
season-
and Murray both are undercover.
You can play with the
FBI
DEA.
agents.
We'll be undercover.
Hot cops.
RJ will ride the bus. If you need kids on the bus, we'll be DEA agents.
No, I want to be blowing
Half a
down
beaner,
the
by the
door.
way. Gotta give credit to Susan Goldberg and I came up with that line. While you were on the
What?
phone, I was in Santa Fe, and we had trouble because we realized the name was not fitting.
Oh, yes.
You had the joke
Yes.
about being a beaner.
Yes.
And it didn't fit.
Because that's
Because his name was
John Koyama.
wonderful
John
sense of
Koyama.
humor.
Yeah.
Yes, John Koyama, who plays Emilio, who just got busted, is a stuntman. Did a great job.
Now here's my favorite scene right now coming up
love
here.
this.
pretty soon.
This is
Greatest
Aaron Paul's favorite
introduction.
scene right here. I'm sure
Aaron
of that.
Paul's entrance into the show. This stunt
Yeah.
guy, by the way, did a hell of a job, and that really startled me.
Yeah.
Watch this. I'm like, who the hell is
That's
that?
not really Aaron?
No. Bang! Whop! Boom!
And here comes the other special effect coming up.
This is Aaron Paul's favorite. There you go, Linda. Wow.
Linda did a great job.
Lynne did
She
one.
did a great job.
By the way, I wish the camera could have panned around and shown all the grips lined up for that shot.
That was
Everybody was on
horrible.
hand for that.
Everybody was just staring.
Paid no attention to any other scene we did, and then all of a sudden they started migrating. They had read the call sheet. They knew what was coming. And they're all
Aaron Paul was
standing
on
there.
fire. They were all watching.
today.
That's Aaron Paul's favorite part.
The captain.
Look at the snow on the Sandia Mountains.
Yeah.
What does the license plate say? It says
Captain.
save a
Save a
captain,
tree.
save a tree, eat a beaver.
Yes. Don't pretend like you don't know. You asked for that line.
I don't understand what that means.
That was in your contract.
This is in your
That's so
contract.
Jesse, though. That's perfect.
I love it.
This is a
And this was the last scene.
this yes that shot you
yeah.
just saw was the very last shot done of the pilot, the very last. And then we all went and got drinks we had a little wrap party, which was very pleasant.
I wasn't invited.
Dean was, of course, not invited.
Shh,
but,
don't bring up the
but
wrap
we
party.
wanted to have some alcohol left for the other people.
Easy, Anna.
I find that terribly amusing.
You've been known to tip a few yourself.
Well, that's what I said. I needed some for me.
They only invited me for an hour. Is that why?
Anna's an easy drunk.
Time for you to go.
Oh, yeah, and Anna can drink because she's not really pregnant. And by
Thanks
the
for
way,
mentioning
Yeah,
that.
we should probably mention Anna's played now for 2 seasons with a giant silicone pregnancy belly.
That's correct.
Yeah.
She's
Yes.
really unhappy with me.
That thing gets
That's right.
sweaty and smelly, too.
What
Much
does it
like-
smell like?
It smells like
Cheese.
rubber.
Well, but like bread, right, or something?
Bread.
You know when
Bread.
And I'm
Yeah.
not saying this from
Tire
personal
spin?
experience. I just-
Freshly baked bread. It smells like rubber.
Okay, Robert.
it smells like burning rubber when
I
you
like
tie
this
outside.
This is a great scene.
I like this scene.
I love how he keeps
This
calling
was
him Mr.
this is
White.
my audition scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you kick the hell out of this scene. That's another
Kick the
technical
crap.
term. Yeah. Bryan kicks the crap. Aaron kicks the hell. Anna kicks the shit. Dean just plays with himself.
It's so true. It's funny because it's true.
What's your partner today? What's his name? Emilio? Emilio.
This is a great scene. I got all confused here with the angles, and the great John Toll helped me here, as did our wonderful Judy, our script supervisor, who does a good script supervisor's job is to keep you straight, keep continuity working properly. You don't want to drink in the guy's left hand and cut to another shot and it's in his right hand. That's continuity. But then also you can confuse the audience by switching sides And I'm not going to get into a technical discussion of that.
Because you can confuse the editor with
I don't
that,
even
too.
understand.
When did you switch sides, Vince? Recently?
Oh, well, that. No, that's, I learned when I was 6, and anyway.
But that's a whole other show.
That's a whole other show.
Or me and Bryan
anyway.
traded scenes or parts.
That's what you call it these days.
Parts. You, Lewis.
Oh yeah, I played his role and he played my role.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my car.
What the hell is this?
Look at you.
There's a beautiful Betsy and a beautiful Anna.
Somebody bought it?
This scene was.
They got us a couple of hot wives, didn't they, Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are
Y'all
so
look like
sweet.
sisters,
Marry
too.
up.
And
Actually,
y'all got the height going too. Y'all could have been like female basketball players, both of you.
Anna and I
you
look
Oh my
both.
God, let's
Somewhere.
start a league. Let's start a Breaking Bad league, Betsy.
Yeah, that worked out good because if one of you had been shrimpy, that would have been weird.
It makes me feel good when we're shot together, too, and Betsy's towering over me.
I love that, and especially when they put me in high heels.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Vince.
It's good. It's good.
This is
Dean's got it where it counts.
another great moment when Betsy says, "If you want me to give you some advice sometime," and Anna said,
No.
"No, yeah, oh,
No.
You're never going to get anywhere unless you can take criticism.
So good.
This scene was hard as Lynne. Talk about how hard the scene was to cut because of
The wrapping
the wrapping paper.
The tape and the wrapping paper were making all this crinkling noises you guys were talking.
Oh, yeah.
And it was...
It's hellish to cut, actually.
It wasn't... It was hell... It was hard to balance out, but I think the sound guys, Nick and...
And then Jeffrey and Eric, Jeffrey in particular is
our mixers.
a dialogue mixer who won an Oscar for
Dancing with
Wolves. Yeah, we have a great post-production sound team. We have great production sound too.
Guess that answers that.
Wonderful music. This is
Wonderful
a song
music.
called Mango Walk. Again, Thomas Gilligan found that for us. This is the real high school because we didn't have the money to build.
Let's
all
go
this
to
stuff.
Jamaica.
This is a real high school. It looks more like a junior, like a community college, but this is Rio Rancho High School,
That's a big high school.
which is the only public high school in the country built by private funds. Intel paid for it, apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Intel's
that.
a big.
Hey,
in
I have
Albuquerque,
stock in
a
them.
big, employer. Yeah, big employer in Albuquerque. They make chips.
Yeah, they created Rio Rancho, basically.
They did. The
whole city.
The whole. That's exactly right.
Yeah, it's
This is a
huge.
great
I live
scene.
by it, and it's like 4 or 5 blocks.
I like your bird bath, Aaron.
You're right. It's a big.
Thank you so
Got a
much,
nice
Betsy.
bird bath.
it's a beer bath."
The beer bath, yeah.
You know what that's code for.
I love the interplay between these two guys in this scene. They were just.
Yeah, this is great. This is
a
funny.
fun thing. That flask, hard as hell to find. That really is a whatever he says it, a 500 milliliter or whatever the hell.
Boiling
Very
flask.
Round bottom boiling flask.
A round bottom. And
That
it's-
must have been fun saying that word.
Round
round
bottom
bottom
boiling
boiling
flask.
flask. And you can see how it changes
Erlenmeyer
cloudiness from shot to shot here. Right there, it had to be sprayed with dull coat so you wouldn't see the crew.
Oh.
And the reflection, yeah.
Yeah.
Flask is for general mixing and titration. You wouldn't apply heat to a volume.
Speaking of chemistry, did Bryan? Can you talk about what you had to do to learn a little chemistry knowledge for this part?
I didn't do anything. I refuse.
No, it was very intimidating because the last chemistry class that I had was in high school. So I called our production office and they set me up with a professor, actually the head of the chemistry department at USC, and I shadowed him for a couple days. And talk about intimidating. I mean, the nomenclature alone is enough to drive you crazy. But and just getting used to the handling and the names of certain things and how they approach the job and how technical it is. It's so different from acting because it is purely science. It's 1 + 1. It's exact. And so I actually find it very comforting to do the classroom scenes because there is that exactness to deal with. And for the character, Walt finds comfort and feels at home in those scenes, as opposed to when he's out cooking meth and trancing around with Jesse, that he's completely out of his element.
I love this.
What?
No, we weren't listening.
Damn it! It's all right. You had me on nomenclature.
Nomen what?
Actually, I love this scene. This is actually, Aaron, this is one of my favorite moments with you in this scene. I don't know why. I just love this moment here when you, I don't know. You remember anything from this day, Aaron?
Aaron.
Hello, Aaron.
Put a mirror under his nose.
I don't remember anything.
This is where he says, "Yeah, we're not going to smoke it up here, right?"
Yeah, dude, smoke it up, smoke it at your house.
Want to do it at your house? Nah, didn't think so.
But my favorite moment is when he says they got like sniffed dogs and shit, or whatever.
I really enjoy seeing Jesse's aha moments on the show, like that moment, the RV moment, and the cow house moment. This is my favorite.
This is the first scene that you and I were.
And this scene, this is another aha moment.
But this is my favorite right here. This is my personal
love
favorite,
this.
Aaron Paul, coming up in yeah.
Oh, the
What?
Are you crazy?
What?
The what? The what is perfect
what?
timing.
Right.
Perfect
He
timing.
needs
on
to
crazy
know.
or
He needs to
insane?
know that.
Yeah, I love that.
And of course, this is an iconic moment right here coming up with Bryan Cranston.
I gotta tell you, John Toll didn't want to frame it like this. I was like, I said, John, I want the top of the mountain to cut through the middle of Brian's head like an arrow, and he was like, that's bullshit.
And he goes and gets nominated. What is the Academy thinking?
That son of a bitch. Nah, he's a. I gotta
very
tell you,
nice.
if you ever get a chance listening there, you do your own TV show, and
Right
you get
here.
a chance to work with John Toll, you count yourself lucky.
Wasn't he
That's a
nominated
reason
for
to-
another
All
Oscar?
you viewers, if you
All
get a
you
chance to
viewers.
do your own TV show.
No, seriously, John, still don't know why he said yes to shoot this thing.
And it's great. Bryan executed my notes perfectly here on this moment.
Did I?
Yeah. I mean, I can't take credit for it. You did it, but
If you're
I
crazy?
love that.
If you're crazy, or
yeah, but
Something I need to know about.
What are you, like 60?
yeah, that's a good one.
Bastard.
right here.
I am awake.
That is a great moment.
But right here too.
Yeah.
What?
Perfect time.
Hey, Vince, John
You know, I
Toll.
should say.
The gold fist.
I'm sorry, Betsy, you said what?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, John Toll told me on the bus when we were going out to dinner during the pilot that really that he wanted to just work with you. That's why he shot this.
He's a great guy.
He doesn't.
He
has
is
he
such
done
a-
another TV show?
No.
I think we're lucky. I don't know if he's
Yeah,
ever
I
done
don't think
a
I
he's
don't think
done
he
any
has.
TV.
He's off winning Oscars. He's
And
he's
he
a
won
genius.
too, and wasn't he nominated for a third one? But I can't.
I'm sure he's been nominated again. And like Lynne said early on, he got nominated for cinematographer for this pilot. He lost to Mad Men, which is a wonderful show on our network AMC, our sister show kind of.
Hanging Chads, I think. We all voted for him.
RJ, this might be a good opportunity to talk
yeah.
about
Yes, this-
your work with the crutches, because I think you do a wonderful job with this.
Good point.
Yeah, they're actually harder than it was, but what I was going to say is this was the first day I ever worked on set right here. I was so freaking scared.
Were you?
Yeah.
Is this where you?
You wouldn't know it.
You wouldn't know it.
And you improv this, didn't you? Didn't you add something?
Yeah, he
I
did.
added,
Do I look like a skater?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, he did. He did improv that whole bit.
Well, both of you guys, you came up with that together. It was not you and Anna and you and RJ.
Yeah.
Now, in real life, you don't use those crutches.
No, I don't. But they're
And-
really
and-
hard. It's like they mess up.
Are they?
Yeah. At the end of the day, my back is killing me.
Oh yeah. You know what? We need to get you. Shit, we need to get to taller crutches. You're growing like a weed, man.
Yeah, I'm
Need to get
six.
No, it's,
I wonder if
it's
we've
not
even
as
done
good
it.
a look for the show, though. Keep the
I
small
know,
crutches.
that's true.
Art is pain.
Yes.
That's true.
No, I
Art
can
is pain.
adjust the crutches, but yeah, they're actually
Okay.
they're actually really hard.
Mama's gonna go kick some ass.
Yeah, she is.
Mama,
But then comes
Oh no! Oh what? This is great. I love this.
I love
right
this
here.
too.
Boom!
and he did
We had a
run,
steel. Yeah, he stood right on his leg.
Yeah.
and he ran the whole
That guy actually
building.
kicked your ass after the
Yeah.
scene.
Yeah,
didn't
He did. He took me apart.
But
There was a steel sleeve under the guy's
his
Levi's,
leg, yeah.
so Brian could put his whole weight on it.
You and him worked together before,
Unfortunately,
right?
Put it on the
In the
other
wrong
leg.
leg, unfortunately.
I don't know.
Okay.
We did?
Malcolm?
Oh my God,
Yeah,
you
that's
look
right.
crazy.
He did an episode of Malcolm in the Middle.
Except he was like half the size. in
Yeah,
that. He was like a little kid.
Yeah, he's all beefed up now.
No,
He got drafted in the NFL after this. I guess.
He's a big guy.
Did you beat him up on
You
Malcolm
had to
in the
bring
Middle
him from
too?
Los Angeles, right? Because there were no really tall actors in
We
Albuquerque
did
that
have
could
to
do
bring him
this.
from LA. There's,
Very short actors in Albuquerque.
there's plenty of big
Very short people.
I'm the
guys,
tallest
big
one.
strapping guys in Albuquerque. But no, we one that could really play the part well. We had to bring him in from L.A. We're back in. This is Tahajali, which is an Indian reservation about 40 miles west of Albuquerque, right in the edge of what they call the zone.
I passed this actually a week
Oh,
ago.
you
I was
drove
going
past this?
fishing with my cousins, and we passed this.
Yeah, nothing but cows. Got some big cow house way out that way, like 2 miles.
Where they live? The cows.
How can you say the cow?
Where they live? The cows.
God.
I love how you did that line.
And now Walt's thinking, what have I gotten myself into? And let's start a little music because the fans are about to see a little sugar.
Before
And
Bryan was
whoa,
an
what are you
actor,
doing?
before Bryan was an actor, he was a stripper.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He takes it off at any, just any.
He looks so good.
Now.
Oh, look at that. There's a middle-aged punk. Huh?
Now, I gotta say, Brian, you were a trooper. By the way, also on top of everything else, it was like 40 degrees.
Well, my
out there.
nipples are hard. That's how you can tell.
I was gonna say your nipples look really hard.
I thought that's because
You
I was
could
there.
cut glass with those nipples.
You evolved not only color-wise but weight-wise through this whole series because you started heavier and then
Yeah, I weigh at this during the pilot. I weighed 186 pounds because Walt he went to seed. I mean, he's a guy who carries the weight of regret on his shoulders for many years and missed opportunities, and he imploded in his life and became kind of invisible to himself and society. So I thought that he should be a little heavier, and just that. And the same with the tighty whities was also another thing that I had issue with at first because it was I did that on Malcolm in the Middle, and I thought, I don't know if it's appropriate to replay that. I hate to comment over it because this is such a great
so good.
editing.
And can I just say, I didn't cut this. Kelly Dixon, my assistant, cut this montage.
Yeah,
and did
Kelly.
a
It's phenomenal.
fabulous
I
job,
love
and now
her.
she's our second editor.
And it's kind of a signature look of our show, these
Yes.
montages.
These
Yeah.
montages, yeah.
And yet you got the Emmy. Strange.
It is
Yeah.
strange. I try not to tell too many people that. I did cut the other, how many minutes of it.
Yes.
You let her take a
No,
picture
Kelly-
with your Emmy, right?
Yeah.
You let her take a
Okay.
picture with
She
it,
let
right,
her
Lynn?
touch it. She let her hold it, but she
Oh,
had to
yeah.
wear gloves.
Borrow it for dinner parties.
This,
Is that all editing, Vince, or do you guys do something with the camera to make those quick?
no, that's all editing.
That's all editing.
The flashes of white and the pop-ins on the Avid, the editing machine that Kelly and Lynn and Kelly use, you can zoom in, zoom out a little bit, and those are all added by the editor. No, by the way, that montage sequence, I don't know what the hell I was doing. We just shot little bits and pieces. The editor, Lynn and Kelly, really made it.
Because we see
into
that
what it
again
was.
and again throughout the season.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
I when we got to that, I was scared because I was like, I don't know really what to do with this. And we just shot pieces, and really the magic of editing made it work.
It was so impactful for the show that when I was directing the first episode of the second season,
did a great job, by the way.
When there was a part of we're making
What did we do?
the ricin.
Yes.
Oh, don't give it away.
Oh no! We're making rice, but
where
I
Hank
thought
dies, you mean?
I had this in mind. I thought I talked to Lynne. I said, you know what you did in the pilot? It was just brilliant, and I think it came out really well.
Yes. Yeah, they kick the crap out of these. That's another technical.
That's
I'm using
actual
the technical-
crystal meth right there.
Yes, that is actual crystal meth.
And man,
And
it's
we,
good.
Yes.
Max.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It's a
Uh-oh. Letters. Letters can be written.
it's a Japanese packing material. I forget the name of it. It's no, honest to God, I swear to God.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's like a silicone rubber.
Call it what you like.
like
It
a
smokes good. baby.
You got that, Dean.
There you go. This is a dog named
Maximo
Bubba.
Arciniega.
And this
Yeah.
is Max Arciniega, who's a wonderful, wonderful guy, and became tight friends with Mr. Aaron Paul.
Yeah, good friends.
And that's Aaron who posed for that poster over there.
That's what happens when he takes his shirt off.
Aaron really scared of the dog.
And wasn't that dog just like the sweetest little dog?
Oh, yeah.
dog.
You had
Such
to
a
do
sweet
everything to
dog.
coax it to just
He was
attack
a
her.
sweet dog, yeah. We added all the growling. It had to be added in, a whole different dog.
Is Hitler?
Who did that growling, Melissa?
Karen Moore, our producer.
She was the hand. She was on the bus.
Yes, yeah.
Max actually just came out to New Mexico and hung out for like 4 days.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Did the lines about the German Shepherd? Remember there was original lines? Wasn't it going back to Hitler or
It was
something
Hitler's
like that?
dog.
Hitler.
It was like,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's still
Did I make it in there?
I think it's still in.
No,
They were
That one
funny.
dropped.
No, yeah, there's a whole speech.
Stuff
Yeah.
about the dog.
oh shit, we should add that to the DVD extras because that was a
was
whole
funny.
bit. We just had to cut for time. This thing when our first cut was 58 minutes. It needed to be
No, it was a horrible performance by me.
well, yeah. We cut around that, but
No, it wasn't.
Cut out my
Thank God
entrance,
for
by the way.
editing.
yes, we did. The only reason the
I want
German
that in a
Shepherd stuff
DVD
is
extra.
great.
I'm going to make my own DVD extra.
Now
and put
that one
in.
is. That one's already in. But we cut a lot of great stuff that all of you guys did. We tried to share the pain because there was great stuff every actor here did that we had to cut for time because the Procrustean bed of television, as Harlan Ellison once put
Wow,
it.
nomenclature? What?
Yes.
Nomenclature.
Has to be.
Procrustean.
Can't be too long. Can't
Don't be
too
too
short.
supercilious, though. Find that.
Those are real tattoos.
John Koyama.
John Koyama.
Are those real?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are all real. And we had to get a sign off from the guy who inked them. You got to get the copyright, or you got to get this okay to use them on camera.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with tattoos. Yeah, any tattoos apparently.
You know, I worked with him about 3 weeks earlier on Grey's Anatomy.
Oh,
Just
yeah?
for the heck of it, yeah. Before we did this.
Oh, that's cool.
John Koyama.
Was he doing stunts or was he acting?
No, he was playing like an EMT kind of guy.
That's cool.
And Max is like the sweetest guy in the world, you know. And he
a great
plays
kisser.
such a great
Oh, yeah.
bad guy because he looks menacing.
He does. He's like smart. He's like smart menacing.
I saw Max and he nicest guy ever. I saw him in LA at a party a while back.
Oh yeah.
Last time I was in LA.
He's a
Can he
good
come
guy.
back as a ghost? He could come back as a ghost.
Well, and by the way,
Flashback.
this is a perfect segue to say that the top of season 1, he is in the first 2 episodes, and that is strictly because he's such a prince of a guy. Because in my mind, he dies here in the pilot, at the end of the pilot. Yeah. But everyone, like Betsy just did, everyone came up to me and said, and the crew too, kept saying, we love Max, can you bring him back? And I was like, he's dead, for Christ's sake.
How are we gonna be?
And then we thought, what the hell? Maybe he didn't die. No. And it led to a lovely, I don't usually use that word, but I mean, I love those first 2 episodes of season 1. And it all came about because we wanted to bring back an actor who was technically dead.
You're brilliant, Max. Well done.
Well done, Max.
We love you, Max.
That's the magic of television.
I say we cap them both. You really cook up that batch? Yeah. You an artist. It's a damn shame.
Wait a minute. Listen to me.
So actors, talk a little bit about your characters. Did you understand who these characters were when you first played them in the pilot? Have you grown to understand them more since? Have you grown to understand different things about them?
I understood Hank before I opened the first page.
It's true.
I understood Hank when I saw you in the waiting room to audition.
You guys saw each other?
Yeah, I have to credit Betsy with. I'm like, is this funny?
No, I asked you.
Yeah,
I said,
it's
I
funny.
think this is funny. You're doing this is funny, right? Because I'm doing this is
I'm
funny.
like, I think it's supposed to be funny. Yeah, is this funny? Yeah, I think so. I
was like, good, 'cause that's what I'm doing.
Reassured me that it could be.
So really, when you read it, you didn't know it was supposed to be comedic?
Well, I mean, I
At least
kind of
part
did, but strange things happen. You get in
Right,
there and someone's
yeah.
like, "What the fuck are you doing? This is very serious."
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
It is a different kind of show, isn't it? Because we'll have a very dark moment one second, then we'll have light or comedy the next.
And my audition scene was completely left out of the pilot, and it was really funny stuff that you had written. It was the whole when he was in the restaurant talking about racist stuff and all
Yes.
Yeah, that was my scene too.
That was, you know why? That was a version, that was a scene I rewrote for FX. This show originally was created for the FX network. I wrote the pilot for them, under contract to them, and I will always be thankful to them forevermore. They passed on the show, they did another show instead, and it made perfect sense to me at the time why they would do the other show. But, and I'm not just saying that now, they made a decision that made perfect sense at the time. And I'm thankful to them. They let our show go to AMC, and that was big of them. It was they were minchy to do that, and I appreciate it. Because sometimes a show just works. It's meant for a certain time and place, certain network, and
Great moment.
yeah, that was a great moment.
This is great.
That was a good one.
Well, it's red phosphorus when meeting a heating element such as hot water produces phosphine gas,
And how
which
did
is
those-
highly,
yeah,
how did those bullet holes
highly
get there?
toxic.
How do those bullet holes happen?
We did. That's Dennis
Peterson.
Peterson, who
Who
had
just
the
shot a
bullet
gun.
shots,
He
shot
just
a gun through,
through
and
the other
it
side.
just went over and over and said, "Your head cannot be higher than this level."
And because I can't see you, so I have to trust you to
No
have your
way.
head out of the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. And I said, no.
What?
When I come
That's a
flying
joke.
out, my head's
No
going to be.
way.
Now, that's a joke.
But here in this scene, it looks like I'm really sweaty. But they had to put this by law. They had to put this anti-fire retardant kind of thing all over my body because I was going to be right up in the flames. So that's what that is. That's that shiny gel-like thing.
No, you asked them to oil you.
And you notice now I'm
It was
not really wearing
Friday. You wanted your oil.
It's Friday oil day.
Fridays,
Flames
Brian's
put in
oil day.
digitally.
that. Yeah, it's Brian all day.
Nice driving, man.
We had
This
a
is
British
good
guy.
This is a really good show.
Yeah, I wish everybody would shut up so I can watch it.
This shot here. This was a big deal getting this shot here of the bodies going back and forth. This was done on a sound stage, and we had all our grips, everybody we could enlist to ratchet the set up and down to make everybody slide right there.
Yeah.
And they're on cables,
Yeah.
which we had to digitally, Lynne had to digitally erase the cables.
Well,
You
I
didn't do it
personally do it, no.
Right. But there was that shot.
Yeah.
John Toll kept yelling at me about that one. He's like, "You don't want that fucking shot."
Oh, really? Did he? And the more we talk about it, the less I'm impressed with John Toll's work. I gotta tell you.
It's really.
No, I shouldn't say it like that. John Toll executed that shot in a way I don't think anyone else could have. Because all I knew is I want that shot, and John Toll was like, "Oh Christ, don't make me do that." And he figured out a way to do it that was brilliant. I don't even know how he did it. I wasn't there that day. I was drunk.
Again.
I love the face and the rock
I
in the
know.
background.
That's yeah.
Oh wow.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
You idiot.
Thank you.
Ah, nothing will cooperate.
Wait, this is good.
This is great.
This is coming
Safety.
up.
Perfect time, and again, that was a squib, a little electrically detonated squib that makes the ground in the foreground blow up.
Yeah.
Same as with the bullet holes. We were joking earlier, bullet holes through the RV door. And so Bryan had to pull the trigger, and Dennis had to set the explosion off right at the same second.
And Bryan, did you pick those shoes and the socks?
And
No,
they're just
that's-
his.
The wallabies.
I had them in my wardrobe.
I thought he borrowed those from you, Dean.
Those
Come
are
on,
great.
it's okay.
No, it's like it was all in the script about the tidy whities and.
Well, no, you know what? Thank you for mentioning. Kathleen DeToro, our wonderful costume designer, it was her idea to use the wallabies. I didn't.
Nice.
Yeah, it was her. That was all her.
Very
She,
signature.
she makes everybody look the way that she picks these colors.
And the color palette.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
she does
like
a
my
great
color
job.
palette, by the way.
I don't even have one.
Orange.
You know what you want? We could put you in something else.
They're moving me to brown, I believe.
Yeah, well, I think we are moving you to brown.
Whoa, they're not after me.
Oh,
Oh, those
love
trucks.
that.
oh, that trucks. Oh,
Do
shit.
the trucks.
Those
Yeah,
trucks,
the
we
fire.
only had, this is hard to even explain.
Yeah.
That was a complete fake out. That
Yeah.
last cut, the second truck, it looks like 3 trucks, it's only 2. That's the
Yeah.
magic of editing. The middle truck is actually the catering truck, which happened to be yellow because we only had 2 fire engines. I swear to God, we only had
Yeah.
one fire engine showed up one day, and then I got sick, and we lost some
Yeah.
days. And they had to, and the Bernalillo Fire Department said, "Screw you! We're not bringing our fire truck back another day. You're out of your shit out of luck." So we got another fire truck, and then we got the catering truck, and through the magic of Lynne's editing, she made it look like 3 trucks.
You
I think
made
you
a
should
truck,
cut the
Lynn.
Catering.
You made a fire truck, Lynn. That's
Yes.
Look at that makeup job on Aaron there.
Yeah.
Oh, the infamous
Actually, it's not
eye.
makeup.
Yeah.
I just punched him in the eye right before that scene.
That's right.
Fantastic.
You'll do anything for this show.
Is that sound on your back there?
Yes.
Little sound pack. Is that,
A little microphone,
that's a
wireless
little.
mic.
That's a little canned soup remnants there.
That you're holding on your
It
finger.
was
Yeah.
when I bent over, I took my hand and swiped a little canned soup and put it on my lips, and then came back up.
Nice.
Because you had it on your ankle, right?
I have it on my ankle. Yeah.
That was all your idea. I didn't even think that was a great idea you had.
You don't
Nice
vomit
little,
on
little
cue.
vomit. Yeah.
Wow, Bryan.
Excess
Funny,
vomit.
he never vomits on cue at home.
I hated that eye.
Yeah, I
you
bet
had
you
to wear
did.
it for quite a while.
Because you
yeah.
couldn't open your eye underneath, right?
Yeah.
It was like an eye patch.
I
It
had
looked
it.
so beautiful, but it was tough to shoot out there.
It
Oh,
was.
really was.
miserably tough.
I love this shot.
There we go.
Great shot.
Oh, it's so good.
And the music here too.
Isn't it great?
This song is brilliant.
This is a great
Last
song
Minute
Thomas
Man.
found for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that right there.
We hired a tiny little
they're throwing
cameraman
it back.
the other day
Oh,
to
nice.
be in the back of the...
How did they plan that? They just stuck it up there? Or
Tiny
you?
little cameraman we hired.
There's-
Oh, that one. No, that one was stuck up there. Yeah. This is kind of a...
Nothing's by accident.
Yes. This is kind of a sexy scene, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've masturbated to this one before.
Wow.
I had no
That's a
wonder
good
I
way to end this.
Was it to...
Life
I
has
usually try to
changed.
finish by this point.
was it...
I mean, life has changed for Walt White.
Yes.
Yeah. A lot has changed in 3 weeks.
I mean, that's the thing that really attracted me to this script is that he starts out as one person and then is on a journey to completely change, and who knows where he's going to be in the years to come.
That's right. Who knows if we'll even get ordered to series? We didn't know.
We
at that point.
will.
Yeah. No, I mean at that point we didn't know.
Yeah.
You shoot a pilot, probably telling people what they already know, and you don't know for sure you're going to get to go to series, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But everybody put their heart and soul in this. Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Shut up, Vince. You're ruining my buzz. I need to concentrate.
You guys are really kissing right there.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
So uncomfortable for the spouses.
I'm covering
Yes.
RJ's eyes. I'm covering RJ's eyes right now.
know,
No, she's not.
To touch her breast
I love that.
anymore.
I love this move. Oh, look at that.
One more time. I'll headbutt you.
There you go. Yeah.
That was
a
fun.
whole new world's opened up for Skylar too.
Nobody at home learned anything, but that was fun.
Yeah. Right.
It's a good show. I like this show.
And thanks for watching. We really appreciate all the
do.
support.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Wow, all these guys work on the show?
Who are these people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are all the people you yell at to
Lawrence
bring you, like
Baker.
iced coffee and whatnot.
Right.
Yeah.
Bring me an iced coffee. I'm the director.
Sorry.
Well,
Mayor Martin Chavez, he helped out.
Thank you to Albuquerque.
Tonight at Albuquerque, yeah.